Hi again, YouTube. It's David with Clarksville Guns and Archery coming at you once again with another video. Just before we get started, just want to remind you guys to like and subscribe if you like our content. Even if you don't like our content, like and subscribe. Maybe you get to make fun of me when you get down in the comments and tell me how I don't know what I'm talking about, because those are always fun to read, and I love you guys. We're going to start off today with it's not really it's a new gun for Savage, but the new Savage pistol. This is called the Stance, and Savage has not made a pistol in a very long time. That's kind of why I was interested to kind of get one in my hands, and I'm kind of glad we did. So just kick this thing off. I'm going to go and do a safety check just so we all know I'm not going to shoot the camera or you. Safe in your homes, thousands of miles away. So now that we're sure that it's clear, I'm going to kick this thing off real quick and maybe have a spicy take on this. If you've ever held the M&P Shield, this feels very similar to it. In fact, there's a pistol that came out a few years ago called the Honor Guard that feels almost identical to this. So let's go over the features before I get too far into that. First off, I really like how they did the cuts on the slide. That's something visually is very appealing to me. You do have contours as well as actual cutouts, and it's very grippy. So, I mean, I like that. I like very positive gripping things. So from the get-go, that's very good. Also the stippling, or stippling, however you guys want to pronounce it. We all know what we're talking about. Some people don't like this because it's very rough. For those of you that might have an issue with rough grip texture, here's why it's a good thing. If you have to pull your firearm in a self-defense situation, you're probably going to be sweating. If you're not wearing gloves, I want that gun to stick in my hand as best I can. So yeah, it may be the most comfortable gun to just hold, but if you're gripping it tightly, shooting in a self-defense situation, you're going to appreciate that later. Just from this side, I haven't taken the thing completely apart, but when you take it down, if you notice where the serial number is at, it's the chassis system inside. It seems like it comes out. I haven't taken the firearm yet apart. This is brand new. We just got out of the box. So that's something we might look at here a little bit later. But just kind of go over things here. The sights on it are very well done. So I'm going to show that. You have a recessed rear sight with a very, very bright front orange sight. So you're going to pick up that sight very quickly. I always applaud companies that do this because you have that very quick target acquisition. And finally, on your barrel rather, it is stainless steel. It's very slick. It's almost like a nickel boron, and it may not be what it is, but it's what it feels like. That's good for ease of cycling. So the other thing that kind of comes with this is you have an ambi magazine disc drop. So I can either do it from this side or from this side. Of course, the magazines themselves look almost identical to a Shield mag, and if you remember what I said about the Honor Defense, they were pretty much built the same. So if I had to guess, this is probably going to run as good as a Shield or an Honor Defense. So right off the bat, we have a very good quality firearm. The trigger's nice. It's not great, but it's nice. Let's go ahead and pull the trigger together. It's a little stiff. I'm going to say it's close to a 6-pound trigger. People might disagree with me. If I had one of the trigger gauges, I might test it, but it felt very stiff. It might be lighter than that, but it's a very heavy wall. That's a good thing. Some people, when they come in, they talk about smaller guns. They don't like the trigger pulls on them. Remember, this is a self-defense gun. I don't want a super light trigger on this thing. So just kind of keep that in mind when you're looking at it. Some problems people might look into this, and this is, we've kind of talked about this collectively, and I think it's a valid criticism. While the gun itself feels nice in hand, it's a single stack magazine. Now, why would I be saying that's a detriment? First off, it's not really a detriment, but when we have things like Hellcats and SIG 365s and M&P Pluses, etc., they're giving us just a little bit wider of a grip with more rounds. I kind of wonder why Savage did this, and there might be a reason for it. So Savage, if you're out there watching this video and you want to critique it, maybe you can answer that for me. But is it a missed opportunity? Maybe, maybe not. What I do like about it, though, is if you like the Shield and or the Honor Defense, you're probably going to like this firearm. I could break it down and get more technical with it, but that's not what we're here to do. I want you guys to come in and look at it, tell us what you think, tell us what you like, don't like, etc. So that's the Savage Stance. Guys, don't forget to like and subscribe if you like this content. Even if you don't, I like hearing from you guys.